Welcome back to the EAM Crypto channel. My name is Enrique. Thank you so much for watching. And before we get started, huge thank you to Swapsicle for supporting and sponsoring our show today. Go check out Swapsicle for all your farming and swapping needs. I have all the links in the video description below. And if you're looking to short crypto or leverage trade, again, leverage trading can be very tricky. I strongly recommend that you do a lot of practice first or use very, very low leverage. Go check out my link on Bitget. A lot of really cool rewards that change weekly if you use my link. So today we are going to cover quite a bit. There's a lot to cover. I'm going to show something about Bitcoin that you probably haven't seen anywhere else. That's kind of a big deal that I noticed in the charts last night. And we're going to also cover what's happening with Bitcoin, Ethereum, short-term, mid-term. And we're going to take a look at a few alts that I wanted to cover. But before that, I want to show a quick video that I pre-recorded. I noticed some rumblings in Discord, and I received a couple DMs. And there was a few comments in the last couple of videos where people were stating that I was cherry picking my trades and only showing the good ones. So I just went ahead and did a video just showing my last 10 days of trading. I showed the ledger. So let's check that out before we get started. All right, so kind of annoying, but we're going to have to do this in today's episode. Some comments were made and some DMs were sent. And then someone told me about a discussion that was had about me on Discord where there was some debate about whether or not I'm actually profiting off trading. So I thought, well, let's just put this to rest. So I just figured let's just pick the last, I don't know, whatever I'm going to show. I think it's like 10 days or 8 days of trades to just kind of, show that the proof is in the pudding, because I don't really want it out there that I'm cherry picking trades or showing trades where I'm just making it seem like I'm more profitable than I'm not. My whole channel is based on us together trying to be better investors, traders, and navigate through these crazy crypto waters and while trying to improve. So I'm going to show the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think I've been very vocal about when I have a losing trade or I get something wrong, but whatever. So I just figured I'd show this. So this is basically my realized profits from, like, we'll just pick, I don't know, a week or 7 days or 10 days or something. So as you can see here, I can't go previous because these are the last few trades I've done. So as you can see right here, up 998, then plus 460, plus 53, plus 48, plus 733. I mean, we can do a few of these, plus 233, plus 582, plus almost 1200, plus 400 next couple days, plus 194, plus 69, minus 55, plus 82, plus 63, plus 96. A lot of scalp trades here. Plus 58, plus 185, plus 363, minus 91, minus 88, plus 307, plus 967, plus 626, plus 508, plus 2966, almost 3K, down 3,200 on this trade, up 371 on this trade, up 626, up 200, down 109, down 631, up $52, up 2,121, up 438, up 284. How many days is that? 9. So there I showed, what, 13 days, 12 days. So I think that's enough. So guys, hopefully this puts the thing to rest. If I will be as transparent as I can be. And instead of posting comments stating that, hey, you think that I'm just trying to make it seem easier to trade than what it is. No, trading is very hard. Trading on leverage is very hard. So another thing to take from all this is the fact that I do not trade on high leverage. I use on average probably like 5x. If there's conviction behind things and the indicators look just right, I'll go as high as 10x. I think a couple times I've done 12x. It's the highest I've done. It's the highest I'll probably ever go. I mean, if you're doing more as far as how many X's you use on leverage, you better be damn experienced. So I am not going to throw it out there that this is easy or that you should be using high leverage at all. This is hard. It takes time. Before investing in any project or any trade, you should invest in yourself. Read as much as you can. Watch as many informative shows as you can, and just study and practice. But I want to make it crystal clear, because another thing I saw on Discord was someone saying that I'm like touting high leverage trading. I'm not. I don't do high leverage trading myself, but I do use leverage because leverage helps you make more gains if you are profitable. Now, if you are losing, you're going to lose more. So, So anyways, that's it. That's all I wanted to show in regards to my trades. Okay, so let's take a look at something very, very cool that I noticed last night. This is actually quite a big deal. It really, really is. So taking a look at the RSI, we are on the monthly. So keep in mind, this is on the monthly. This trend line started all the way back March 1st of 2021. It looks like we finally crossed that trend line for the first time, which is really, really big deal. And yeah, I just looks like we actually crossed this trend line a bit ago. So, and I hadn't really noticed. So I thought that this was something to show. Now, just because we crossed this trend line doesn't mean bear market over, nothing like that. But it is, one of the first indicators to see on a very, very long time frame, like the monthly, that maybe things are starting to bottom out. Like, does this mean that we've bottomed out? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that we have or haven't. It's 50-50. I still don't think we found a bottom. This macro is just so bad. But we will see what happens. Anyone saying that they know for sure we called a bottom or not, they're just using their ego. They're not using traditional technical analysis, because traditional technical analysis tells us we don't really know for sure. It strongly implies that we haven't seen a bottom, but it doesn't know for sure. So that was one really cool thing to see. But as far as Bitcoin on the more kind of a short-term basis, today is actually just, again, another big, it seems like every day is a big day these days for basically all assets. But again, for Bitcoin, let's go to the daily. All right, so for the second day in a row, 2 days in a row now, Bitcoin closed over 19,900, which is just a really, really big deal. 2 closes in a row over that. So that is really, really nice to see. And that's, what we've been saying all along. If Bitcoin can stay close on the daily above 19,900, then there is cause to be bullish short term. And we saw it last night. We saw a lot of the alts do really, really well last night, and a few of them look poised to do really well. Some alts look really good right now, and some don't, which is really, really interesting. Usually they all look good or they all look bad, and we're going to cover the ones that look good in a second. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. Again, today with the close, we need over 19,900, and then we can stay bullish another day. Fridays are very interesting, especially at the end of the power hour, at the end of the day. I suspect, because there's so many weird things with the macro and so much can go wrong as far as news events, or you got freaking North Korea sending but nuclear weapon, or I guess it sent like a bomb. I can't even remember what it sent. A missile over Japan. You got stuff like that could happen on the weekend. You could have more bad news about all these European banks, or just a bunch of S coins at the end of the day. So my guess is that a lot of the big hedge fund managers and those that basically control the market, they're probably not going to want to hold on to all their positions over the weekend. So a sell-off on Friday during the power hour, which Central Time is between 2 and 3 p.m. Here in the U.S., it would not surprise me to have a sell-off at the end of the day on Friday. So that's something to keep in mind tomorrow, which would, of course, affect Bitcoin. Even though Bitcoin has been a lot less, as far as correlation, it's been correlating a lot less to the NASDAQ in the last few weeks, which has been amazing, really good to see. So as far as Bitcoin, yeah, nothing changes. Stay above 19,900. We're bullish on the daily. Short term, again, midterm, long term, I still think there's more downside. But and how high it can go, I mean, it could jump up really high. As you can see here, there's nothing here, right? Even on the daily, there's really nothing here. Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. I mean, really, the first huge level of resistance would be 21,372, but you got to figure we get to 21,500. I think 551 makes a lot of sense as well. Yeah. So, but yeah, straight up, straight down. So, I mean, that could even happen today. It wouldn't surprise me. These markets are so volatile. So that's where we are with Bitcoin. Now, with Ethereum's been looking a little better. Last night, it did not look good at all, but it just rode the coattails of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is looking a lot stronger than Ethereum right now. But yeah, it's doing just fine on the daily. It looks like the negative momentum keeps losing negative momentum. So that's really, really good to see. RSI trending up, still far from overbought at all. Like, it's not even close. So yeah, I mean, we could see a lot more momentum. And again, nothing changes with my thesis on Ethereum. 1421 will be some serious resistance, and it might see. So this line right here that we drew back a really long time ago, good God, this is a very real line, and it looks like it's going to hit that resistance at some point before 1421. So, for example, if it hits it today, it's going to hit it around almost 1400. So, okay, 1396, but you got to figure it's going to be 1400 just because of the resistance. So, yeah, so expect resistance at 1400. And then the big resistance at 1421, or who knows, it may just wick all the way through the 1400 to 1421 and then strong rejection. That would not surprise me at all, but we'll see what happens. We're still 32. Well, we're not that far away. I mean, that's like 2% away from that 1400 number. So I'm expecting more upside for Ethereum, and I think it's going to be testing that 1400, 14 and 1421 very, very soon. Who knows? Maybe today. We'll see how the news pans out. This chart right here looks really strong. XRP looks really, really strong. And it's one of the few alts that looks really, really good. So I put in your Bonks Discord yesterday that I really liked last night. XRP, I think it was at 48 and change when I posted that, and now here it is. It even went a little bit past 50 last night. So it's still looking really, really good. Now on the daily, the positive momentum is kind of like all over the place. But I think on the 4 hour, it's going to look a little better. Yeah, on the 4 hour, looks really, really good. So yeah, that's nice looking. So in my opinion, XRP, again, I'm not a financial advisor, just telling you guys how I see the markets for informative and entertaining reasons. I see XRP going to 58 cents. I just do. I really, really do. It's going to, get some resistance here at 56 cents, 55.89. And then, yeah, I mean, then I still expect this asset to go all the way to 58.50. I guess I need to look in the daily to show you the why. But 58.50 makes a lot of sense with this asset. There we go. Boom, right there. Nope. Right there. Yeah. Well, I guess we could say that the liquidity could be found as from 59.74 all the way to 58.89. So somewhere around there, 58 to 59 cents. Maybe just psychologically it'll get to 60. I don't know. But that's where I see XRP headed. So the other one, I wanted to call it Luna. Luncy, again, guys, I shorted it again twice yesterday, nicely. It was another good day of shorting Luna. However, some things were kind of changing. I do not have any short positions open with this asset right now. It did cross this trend line, so now I'm very curious to see what happens. It tested, it looks like it went above it, then came below it, and now it's above it again, testing the support. So if it stays above this trend line, I am very curious to see where it goes. It is starting to show more and more negative momentum on the 4 hour. I think on the daily it looks different though, right? Yeah, on the daily, it was building up some positive momentum, and now it's slowly going away. I mean, to me, this is still the easiest way of making money in crypto right now, shorting this asset. But there's a lot of rumors about relisting with Coinbase. So if you're in the middle of a short and they announce the relisting of Coinbase, you will lose. You will get stopped out. So just be careful with that. I just want them to announce this thing, because once they announce the relisting of Coinbase, I cannot talk today again. That you're going to see a huge green candle, and then that'll be the easiest thing to short, and then we can start shorting at will with no concerns about other announcements, huge announcements. So yeah, so we need that Coinbase relisting. We really, really do. And then that'll just make it even easier to do something that's already been, I think, pretty easy. ETC did something last night. Check out this candle. But yeah, ETC had this huge candle. It seemed like someone decided to invest a lot of money into this asset. Look at that candle, guys, on the 1 hour. Yeah, that is crazy. Look at all that volume. I wonder where that came from. And then it even had some follow-up all the way up to almost $29. So I found that pretty interesting. Again, I don't want to go long on this asset. I don't want to short it right now. So yeah, the higher up it goes, the easier the short will be. I still think that this is an asset that if things continue with the macro, then this asset's going to be crushed all the way to $12 is my guess. And then the other one, I talked about it yesterday, Enron, definitely not Enron, Elrond. It's EGLD is the ticker symbol. Very, very strong asset for October. Like I said, they just had some really bullish news. And on top of that, they have their big conference coming up, I think on November 1st. So second half of October, you got to figure that this asset's going to outperform all the other crypto assets. So expecting big things out of Elrond second half of October, and I'll definitely be swing trading Elrond. I just want to wait like another week or so and look. It looks like it. I mean, it's doing just fine ever since it went from 56 to 53. It's probably gonna range there a little bit. Positive momentum, of course, is weighing because even on the 4 hour it was overbought. If we look at it the 1 day, you see it is starting to build up momentum there. It's not overbought, so yeah, I can't hate it. I can't hate going in now and just riding it through until the conference. It's at $55.13. So I'm probably going to go into this asset today, actually, after the video. So $55.13. Remember that. Let's see where it is on November 1st. I'm going to guess it's going to be a lot bigger than that, unless if we have a horrible October, just horrible. But October tends to be Uptober, right? And things seem to go up. So that's about it for today. I'm trying to make these videos not too long, and we'll do another one soon enough. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.